Wow.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
It's better the second time.
Yeah, it was. It's a lot more comfortable.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I'm really digging it.
Welcome to
How's it going, guys?
the second broadcast of the day, and we especially want to welcome Mr. Kobus.
Yes.
I don't say your last
Dude,
name.
go for it, dude. Last live show, come on.
There's no way I'm trying.
I'll tell you. Cobus Potgieter.
Potgieter.
That's close, dude.
Okay,
Why are you ashamed of that?
Potgieter.
That's not so bad. My standards are really, really low, though.
Well, especially after being
After like a month in America and Canada,
Yeah.
but that's good.
cool.
You'll take it?
I'll take it.
Good.
Totally.
Okay, you guys, so this is the second broadcast of the day, so we're not going to be all cheesy and try and repeat all the same things that we said in the first one. But
That's right.
Oh,
We won't do that.
What should we do now? Maybe we should play a song. That's a good idea. No.
That's what we do, yeah.
Obviously the same songs, but we're going to take different questions, and if you just look right below the chat, you'll see some basic instructions on how to submit a question. If you just follow those simple instructions, you won't have any sort of problem.
Yes. You shouldn't.
But this is kind of sad because it's our last time on camera together.
Yeah, dude.
Probably for a long time.
Exactly.
While we edit all this stuff together that we filmed.
You're going to be looking at me a lot, though. And hearing my voice.
Exactly, yeah. So do you want to tell them what we've been doing for the last couple weeks, or you want me to tell them?
I'll tell him.
Okay.
We have been filming a movie. No, we've been filming like a instructional project, instructional / entertaining. It's called the Kobus method. I think a lot of you guys, some people who are familiar with the videos that I post on YouTube might know that I have never had lessons. I kind of taught myself from the beginning, and the Kobus method is basically about how I did that. So covering the stuff that I did right, like why I'm glad I taught myself, and also covering some of the stuff that I did wrong, like basic stuff that I wish people taught me, so that somebody told me when I started playing. So it's ridiculously comprehensive, like many DVDs.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to give too much away because we haven't got to finer details.
Yeah, totally. But it's got play-alongs, and you can zone into specific parts of the play-along. So if you just want to see what my hands did in a specific fold, then you can just view that. Or you just want to see what my bass drum did, you can just view and listen to the bass drum. And we've got some full band stuff,
which is crazy.
We wrote and recorded 5 original songs from scratch in 2 days.
Yeah,
everything was caught on camera.
The coolest thing is just seeing how you create all the beats and fills, because I mean you're so creative with the way you play.
Oh, thank you.
So it's so cool to see that, especially in the live part.
Sweet, thank
Very
you.
Cool, man.
I appreciate it.
I think an important thing to touch on with the product is, and I don't know if he said this, but it's how he learned to play drums by ear.
Yeah.
Without the aid of any sort of sheet music.
Totally.
Yeah, because you've had no lessons.
No lessons.
Yeah. And the guy is, one thing I've learned, like I always knew you were really good, but I didn't know you were as good as you are.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I want to tell this group of people here too that this guy's like, what you even did in that song was like not even a tenth of what you're capable of, which is pretty insane. So
thanks, dude.
Yeah, inspired me to practice. I said last night, I'm like, I'm putting myself on a schedule, and I'm gonna like practice feet on Mondays, hands on Tuesdays.
Dude, if you whip out those hand to feet patterns on the toms, then I think like that. So
no way.
So it's very mutual. Don't worry about that.
Well, thank you. It's been a lot of fun. So
yeah. If you guys go to, is it CobusMethod.com?
CobusMethod.com.
CobusMethod.com. You can see a preview of it.
Yeah, are you going to throw that on screen? There you go.
There you are.
Yeah, so we're not trying to hard sell anyone. Everything we're launching now is just free videos, free. They can get there's a sneak peek of the upcoming product. Eventually, it'll be a paid product that you can buy, but up until that point, there's going to be a lot of free and cool, fun videos.
So go there and sign up for notifications for sure.
Yeah, that video is really cool too. That they just put together.
Oh,
the one on the site.
Yeah, I dig that.
It's really fun.
I dig it. It's pretty cryptic too.
Cryptic?
Yeah, you don't know exactly what it's about, but you kind of want to keep watching.
That's
exactly.
That's the plan. So what's the schedule? What are we doing today for this?
Basically, I'm just going to start pulling questions. You're going to play another track, and you're going to do a drum solo.
Yeah.
So right now, we're going to take some questions.
Awesome.
Oh, no. Facebook just changed their thing, so I don't know where the...
I had a problem finding it too.
Okay.
Okay, well, I got one here lined up. This one's from Glenn.
Facebook.
Okay, Glenn, is that Steadham? How do you go about selecting the songs you decide to cover? Because obviously you get tons of requests. Obviously you have your own library of music you want. How do you actually go about selecting those songs?
I don't take any requests. I think people think I do,
Yeah.
judging by the amount of requests that I get. But
Yeah.
I've never, and I don't mean to sound rude, but I've never done requests. I did one request. Maybe I shouldn't even mention that. But the Boys Like Girls song, somebody mentioned it and I listened to it and I liked it and I did it. But that's the only one. I've never done a request in my life. It doesn't go with the way that the videos work. I play songs that I like and that I'm passionate about, and that means I like playing along to Jonas Brothers, and that means I like playing along to Bob.
Yeah.
I'll confess that. And
That's
Jared
it.
likes
There you
playing
go.
along to Nickelback. He's proud of that.
I like them. Whatever.
Dude, what the flip?
Yeah,
what the flip?
Don't judge me. How do I do that? The hand thing? Oh no.
Yeah, don't
Dude,
even
you're
try.
way too
Yeah.
white.
I know. I'm way too late. Exactly.
And so taking requests just kind of goes against that whole approach. So I choose songs that I like to play.
Yeah.
So if I'm working on my PC and I'm playing songs in the background, then I've got this little notepad that's always open. And if I hear a song and I think, oh, that'll be fun on drums, and I just make a little note.
Mm-hmm.
So next time when I get to the kit, I just practice it. Well, jam along to it and feel what it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Hey, one more thing I want to add before we move on to the next question is, in the previous lesson we gave away some drumsticks, used drumsticks that Kobus is actually signing.
Yes.
And in this lesson, because we're tearing down the kit after this, everything's coming down, he's actually going to sign the drum heads.
Yeah, these ones.
All these drums, and this one, and this
Yeah.
one. So we got 4 drum
There
heads
you
we're
go.
1,
giving
2,
away.
3, 4. Yeah.
And he's going to sign them and send them off to. He'll even personalize it. He'll sign them right on camera here. Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you guys stick around if you want a chance to win a drum head.
Nice.
Kobus, this is from Ben Hur. What
There's
other?
a movie called Ben Hur.
I know there is. Hey Victor, can I get some of myself in my headphones?
Oh man.
Sorry. It's not. But that's fine. I don't want to take too long. I just feel like I'm in my head. There we go. That's better. What other specific? You know how it is.
I know how it is. I
Hard
totally
to
know
talk
how it
with
is.
these things.
Actually, I shouldn't mock you because I totally know how it is.
I feel like I'm screaming just to hear myself.
Anyway,
Yeah. That was a long interjection. What other specific instruments would you like to learn?
I initially thought I would like to learn the guitar, but I heard it's pretty difficult, and I'm really easily bored, kind of, and frustrated. So I'm really thinking about the piano or the keyboard, because I want to give myself a melodic background. It feels like I like rhythm, and I can kind of play percussive instruments, but I really want to do the melodic thing.
And piano is it's a percussive
Percussion.
instrument.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Oh, totally.
the hammers
It's a nice
against-
hybrid between the two.
Yeah.
yeah, it's really cool.
Jamie Milborn asks, and this I think she asked one in the last one as well, but we'll take it again. If you were offered an endorsement from a huge company, would you take it or stay with your current companies?
I don't think my endorsement criteria doesn't involve the size of the company. So the reason why I went for initially the smaller companies is because I like the way that they sound. So I like the way that U-Drum sounded. I like the way that the cymbal, like TRX and Turks, that they sounded. I approached David from TRX and asked them for an endorsement. So I don't think the size of the company doesn't really have a role to play in my decision to go with them or not. I think if a large company did make an offer, I think it would be extremely unwise not to consider. But I'm a
For
loyal
sure.
guy, so I won't just run away from everybody.
Well, yeah, consider all offers unless they're yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. This is from Adam F. Can you describe the basic layout of your personal kit? I mean, just your setup. I know this isn't your personal kit. He's
Yeah.
saying he's having some trouble setting up his using offset toms, and he'd like to hear your input. I know you have a different tom setup. So
Yeah, I have my 2 rack toms. They started out like on the normal place, like snare drum. If you can just there we go. If you like snare drum, first rack tom, and then second rack tom, and then floor tom. It was kind of that kind of rectangle square shape, and it just felt so uncomfortable when I played fills when I went to the right side of the kit. Like it just felt like it wasn't symmetrical. So if I played fills, I would have to go to the right side. It was never like a nice spread out symmetrical vibe. So that was my thinking behind the toms, because now it sucks if we don't have a screenshot, but now my setup is snare drum with the 2 toms like symmetrical in front of the snare drum. So if I do fills, it's totally symmetrical. You can even see this kit is kind of going for that already, with the floor tom on the one side and the side snare on the other side. The crashes and the cymbals aren't really symmetrical, but it's really important for me for the drums to be symmetrical. Even like in a double bass setup, I can easily fit a second double bass or a second bass drum on the left hand side. It's already set up like that. And the two toms in the front just make it easier. I think it's really hard to tell people how to set up their kit. I think do what feels comfortable and mess with it. That's the most important thing. Just like try different configurations and different heights and just mess with it and see what feels comfortable.
Yeah, it might take years for them to
Totally.
find this out.
Oh,
It should take years.
It should take, absolutely.
And it'll always change. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I used to use. Well, I've been back and forth, like 4-piece to then 6-piece to then 5-piece.
Yeah.
Now I'm like kind of settled on 6-piece.
Yeah.
I might go back to a 4-piece
Yeah.
eventually. Micah,
Yeah, for sure.
Micah Price says, did you want to have a question?
No, go for it.
Okay.
Go for it.
Micah Price from Facebook says, in teaching yourself, did and do you use a metronome during practices?
I didn't.
That's a good question.
To be honest.
You didn't?
I did not. Did they say when I started out?
Well,
When I practiced.
did you
Yeah.
and do you? Yeah.
I didn't. I do now. But what I did in the beginning was I played to music from the first day. So I put headphones on my head and I played along to music. And 90%, if not more, 90% of studio recorded music are recorded to a click track or a metronome. So even though you're playing along to a drummer who played along to a metronome, it still should be in time. So that's kind of the same vibe. But now I do. I really try to work a good few minutes. I'd say it's really hard though. So maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, and I'm over it. But just like playing along to a click. And maybe spreading it out. Maybe playing 20 minutes and then doing something else. And maybe playing 20 minutes again, but I'm not a big fan. But it's really important to practice timing, even though it's frustrating sometimes. But I do now. Yeah.
Super important too, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a question here from Caden, and this is one that I've seen a couple people ask, but so I'll ask it now. What do you plan on doing, like in the future, for instance, beyond drum covers type of thing? Like, do you want to get into like a band or something like that, or?
I actually used to hate that question because I had no idea. But strangely enough, within the past, I'd say 2 or 3 weeks, things have really changed in my head. I think drum covers, they will always be there. It's my expression, it's kind of my art, and I love making drum covers. I love the community, I love the feedback, the whole vibe. I really want to keep doing that as long as possible. But I think what many people don't realize is that you can't eat subscribers. And you can't, they don't pay for your rent. You know what I'm saying? Like, comments don't pay for your rent. So you can have 190,000 subscribers and have no money. Yeah. That's kind of the way that it works. And it's the way that it was for me for a very long time. But it's really important for me to try and turn this into a career without alienating anybody, but just like giving it my best shot. And I've really started to think about going into original material. I think I don't want to give away too much, but I think that's definitely the next step. Like I said, I'll always keep doing covers, even more so if I have a permanent setup, because I don't have a permanent setup. I've never had a permanent setup. But I really want to go into original material. It just feels like sometimes drum covers, I mean, I know I changed the songs, but sometimes it feels like karaoke. And I've said this on the Drum Channel interview as well. You can be the best karaoke singer in the world, but you'll still be the karaoke singer at the club. You know, that guy. And I just feel like I need to give my creativity a chance.
There you go.
With original material.
Any bands looking for a drummer? There you go.
I've got a few ideas. I've got a few things coming up. I'll be making a few announcements within the next few weeks or months.
Cool.
Excited for that.
I don't even know about those, man.
Yeah,
I keep them wrapped up, dude.
Yeah, you totally do.
Let's go. Keep me. I like it because I just want to see it when it comes out and be like, nice.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't tell me.
Okay. Nice.
Josiah Schwartz says, how does Kobus do those huge fast fills like in his YouTube covers? They sound like straight double kick, but I know there's more to it. I think he's talking about some of the hand to feet stuff.
Yeah, I lie to you when I play them because I create the illusion of speed because I'm too much of a wuss to play them all single strokes. So I just play a combination between the hands and the feet. It's kind of I don't know if I stole this from Mike Portnoy because he doesn't really use this exact same pattern, but I heard this feel and this kind of pattern in his fills, and I just messed around the kit and this kind of popped out. But it's 2 strokes on the bottom on the bass drum, so I play 2 strokes with my bass drum pedal, usually with 1 foot, and then I play 3 on top. So bass drum, right, left, right. I think that's the fill that you're talking about. Yeah, let me show you what it is. I'll play it I'll play it up to speed, and then I'll slow it down so that you can see exactly what happens. So it's a really simple pattern between the hands and the feet. It's not that complicated at all, but it kind of creates that illusion of ridiculous speed. And it's especially easy if you play it with a double bass pedal.
Yeah.
But it's just 3 on top. So my right hand is playing 2 strokes, and my stupid hand, my left hand, is playing 1 stroke. So it's
You're
just
stupid.
right, left, right. So it's physically, it is for me like the easiest pattern and the most efficient pattern, because my right hand, my leading hand is playing 2 strokes, my stupid hand is only playing 1, and I'm just doing a double on the bottom. And
you're doing slide technique on the foot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's the only kind of difficult part about the technique. But it's, like I said, a combination between the hands and the feet immediately creates the illusion of speed.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And for those of you wondering about the bass drum technique, in the first lesson he actually kind of went through it, and that'll be posted on possibly on his YouTube channel, on your second one, and on our YouTube channel. So you'll be able to find the first lesson somewhere.
And it's on the DVD as well.
Yes.
In the project. Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Luke, sorry, are you going to go?
I was going to say we should hear some solos.
No, let me take this question. I think it's 6:22 is solo, right? We're fine.
Something like
Wow.
that. We got time.
I know.
Trying to keep
I'm really glad I'm not following that. I'm just answering questions.
This guy is like the biggest, just doesn't like to plan anything. Just whatever happens, happens.
Oh,
That's actually totally what my drum covers are like. Now that you mention it, I can just wing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turns out good though.
Maybe that's my personality.
Yeah. As an intermediate drummer, this is Luke Jenkins. As an intermediate drummer, he finds himself getting into slumps where he's always playing the same beats and fills. What do you suggest to get out of these slumps? And this is similar to
The first question.
in the first lesson, but I don't know. You mind kind of quickly going over it again?
Yeah, I'll gladly say this. I think it's something a lot of drummers struggle with. And once again, I said this in the first live show as well. It's gonna sound corny and it's gonna sound cliche, but every second that you spend behind the kit, you're becoming a better drummer, whether you know it or not. I think a really nice technique, a really effective technique, is to film yourself using a camera, your phone, whatever you have at hand, just to film yourself playing if you really feel that you're stuck, and then leave that, and in a month check it out again, or make another video and compare the two, because if you're playing and there's nobody else around to see kind of the progressional steps, does that make sense? Progressive steps, whatever. Then it feels like you're not moving forward at all, but in fact you are. So it just feels like when I'm sitting behind the kit, every second behind the kit, I'm becoming a better drummer. One more time that I hit the snare is one more time that I hit the snare. It just feels like it's better. I don't know. Like I said, hippie cliche, but it's just how my head works. Even though it feels like you're not going forward, you are going forward. Just stick at it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay, now I'm gonna see if you want to play a drum solo for everyone. He hates playing drum solos.
I don't like solos.
But it sounds so good, man. Your last one this morning was awesome.
Okay,
Yes,
thank
first
you.
one was awesome.
Groove oriented, and it was wicked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Loving it.
Chops. Love those gospel chops.
Let's see what. Oh, dude! Don't ask the
totally.
white guy to play gospel chops.
Well, you're South African. So.
Oh yeah!
South
Right.
African white is like
Wow.
Yeah,
So you're
that's-
okay, yeah.
Okay, sweet. I'll just see what happens. I'm not gonna call it a drum solo. It's like a jam session.
Jam sets. Jam out for us a little
Let's
bit.
just see what happens.
Yeah.
Cool.
The bell.
Yeah, man.
Sweet, the bell,
Right.
dude.
I was saying in the first lesson that if there's one thing that I've learned from Kobus this time out here is that I'm gonna get one of those bells.
Yeah.
Because that bell is awesome.
What is, you guys tell me what that is.
Yeah.
It's a TRX T-Bell, 7-inch.
Nice.
7 it. I gotta get one of those.
I'll hook you up with David, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it, but it's like a new toy. It's like if you get a new splash, then you hit the poo out of it every chance you get. So
Yeah.
it's kind of my new
hit the
toy.
poo
That's
out
why
of
it's everywhere.
Hey, the more the better. I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Really, really good.
But that was fantastic. I think that was better than your first one.
Oh, thank you.
Both of them were great, but that one was awesome.
I appreciate it.
Okay, you guys, I just want to say a couple things. If you're just getting here, we're taking questions. So there's right below the chat box, below the Facebook chat box. Do you need something to wipe yourself? Oh,
No,
you
I'm
got
good.
water.
I'm good
But
to
right
go.
below the Facebook chat box, there's instructions on exactly how to ask a question. And we're going to do our best to get as many questions as possible. We're also going to be giving away the 4 signed drum heads here you see that you'll see in the overhead cam. The 2 snare drums, the 2 toms, and he'll sign them right now with your name.
Yeah,
Cool?
totally.
Or not now, but at the end of the video.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys stick around.
Cool.
That said, we should ask some more questions.
Yeah, I got one here.
So many coming in. So
There's so many. So sorry if you don't get to yours, guys, but literally they're just coming in so fast. This one's from Chris Drumeo, and he's asking, "What's your opinion on electric drums?" I've seen some of your videos. You have some pads hooked up.
Yeah.
So what is your
do you
opinion on
really
it?
use electric drum?
In the hybrid series, because
Yeah,
I couldn't afford a second splash and I couldn't afford a China.
But you can afford electric? Would
Yeah,
maybe- wow.
like a really cheap little TD3 kit.
Oh,
just
okay.
like pieces, or you just,
Yeah, well, I had a kit, but I got it like at a really low. It's like a second-hand kit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and instead of buying the extra pieces on the kit, I just triggered them.
yeah.
Yeah, but I love that. I love that. I really want to get back into that, but I want to do it a bit more kind of artistically, in ways to try and trigger sounds that would otherwise have been difficult to do, especially for like pop and hip hop, which are styles that I love playing anyways.
Yeah.
But I think it's the future. I think it's really important to embrace it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember seeing some of your videos and you had them on there, and I thought, oh, that's a really cool idea. Like,
Yeah.
you're mixing them with your acoustic drums. And
Yeah.
the way you recorded it sounded great. Like the levels are perfect. So.
Yeah, sweet.
Alex Schollard says he's having a hard time finding good tracks. So here's my question: do you have a special source that you get your tracks from? Like,
Oh.
how do you remove the drums?
This is like, that'll be the title of my biography one day. Like, how do you remove the drums from songs? Because I get asked this question so many times.
I ask him this because I know he gets asked it so much.
No, dude. And the thing is, I'm probably gonna answer this question for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Because people just, I mean, I want to get it on video so people can see it. But the thing is, I don't remove the drums. You can never remove the drums from a song without butchering the song. Without like, you can't do it. Like, you can try, but it's not gonna work. You can't remove the drums from the song. So I just play along to the normal studio tracks. Like the tracks that you guys have access to.
Yeah.
Everybody in the world will generally have access to all the same
exactly.
music.
Yeah.
iTunes, Amazon sells music now, MySpace sells music.
Exactly. Those are the MP3s.
So there's
and the tracks
nothing
that I
special
use.
about it.
Nothing special. Nothing special.
You're just burying those drums.
Yeah.
This is going to be
Exactly.
a fun one to talk about. Camille Jiso Bahan. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I apologize for butchering your name. The video on your second channel, which is youtube.com/Kobus, with Tony Royster Jr., he says, I think he's trying to say sheesh. Any chance you guys can explain what he did with those fills and how did he even come up with them?
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
He's Tony Royster Jr. That's what
Yeah.
that's all I can say.
Yeah.
It's just
What
and
an
it was
honor,
and
though.
keep in mind it was my setup. It wasn't his setup. Like, I was just finished playing and I told him I want to make a video, so can you please play something? That's why he's like, what do you want me to do? Because it's not his setup. It was my setup, and he just got behind it, and it was never the same again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I got a question here. This one's from San Stanbridge. You play tons of different covers on there, but do you have like a favorite band? And then another question that goes along with that, which I've seen a few people ask, is do you have a favorite genre of music? So favorite band, favorite genre.
That's a difficult question. My favorite band for a long time was Angels and Airwaves. I think they maybe kind of are, but I've been a little bit disappointed with every album after We Don't Need to Whisper, which is my favorite album of all time. But I just love the atmosphere and the vibe and the emotion of the music. It's not, the drumming isn't why it's my favorite band, but I just love the music. And I think my favorite genre would be something that's, I think Breaking Benjamin comes pretty close. because it's really powerful, and it's intense, and it's emotional, and it's like sincere, but it's also so flippin' groovy. It's just that's Chad Zaliga. That's the way that he plays. He's like a really hard-hitting. He's got a lot of energy behind his playing, but he's also so groovy and so well-rounded with regards to like the finer details and the little accents and the little offbeats. So I love groove. I love kind of like the funky, groovy stuff, but I also really love loud double bass. So it's, I guess, a hybrid of the two. But I think it's impossible for me. It's like there are many different kinds of food in the world. I don't just want to eat pizza for the rest of my life.
Although you really like pizza.
I do like pizza, dude.
You like weird pizza.
I like South African pizza.
He always asks
South
for
Africa pizza.
He always asks for Hawaiian pizza, which is ham, cheese, and pineapple, and he says, "Take off the pineapple and put on mushrooms."
So it's ham, cheese, and mushrooms. It's called a Regina in South Africa.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys don't have that, so I have to custom make it, but it's so good.
Zach, on to the next question. How do you transfer? How
do you go from that? Making it difficult for you.
Dean Parlin says, what has it been like traveling and drumming in different parts of the world? Because maybe tell people where you've been and what you've been up to the last while. It's been pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I've done one clinic in the UK in 2009 at the Jobeki Custom Drum Festival. It was my first clinic. It was people liked it, but for me it was so nerve-wracking. And then with regards to this tour, I've been to California, Los Angeles, Anaheim for NAMM, San Jose and San Francisco, and Malibu, just around LA, and then now Abbotsford in Canada, and then Burlington, Ontario, around Toronto, also in Canada. So just a little bit of kind of North America. But to answer your question, what is it like to play in different parts of the world? It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's totally unreal. I still can't believe it. It's crazy. For the clinics, if I arrive at the location and there's a kit set up and everybody's just there to kind of help you and make sure that you like everything, it blows my South African mind. I'm very thankful. It's a unbelievable opportunity.
Yeah, cool.
Here's one for you, Kobus. What was the hardest song you covered on YouTube? I'm sorry, this is from Alexandra.
Yeah, Alexandra Reese.
I guess the Dream Theater and Liquid Tension stuff that I did in the tribute video was really hard for me because I just got the double bass pedal and I was still sucking at it and really uncomfortable with it. And the odd times, especially that little piece in a song called New Millennium. There's this little sick little piece, and that was kind of my nemesis. I never wanted to touch that because I knew I would never be able to play that. And I forced myself to learn it, and I learned that. But that was difficult for me. That was really difficult. And Almost Easy by Avenged Sevenfold was also really difficult because I had to play all the bass drum doubles, the double bass drum pieces with heel toe. So that was difficult, and it was really tiring because the way that we shot the Fuego series, because of the cameras that we used, I had probably a 7, maybe 10-second break between takes, and we did a few takes because of all the cameras.
Why is that? Just because they didn't want to stop?
DSLR, yeah, 12 minutes.
Okay.
So I had to fit, I think, 3 takes into 12 minutes.
Wow.
And it's a long song. The last part of the song, we only did 3/4 of the song. But like I said, I had 7 seconds. So I crashed out and then at 7 seconds, just wiping off and trying to not look like you just had a swim. And then it jumps in again. So it was really tiring, and especially with that double stroke stuff. That's why I look like death.
This is from Nico Renzulli. He says you guys met in LA.
Oh, yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, I do.
So he says, can you explain how you do that thing at the end of My Life Would Suck Without You?
Oh, the crossovers.
Yeah. Do you mind just showing them slowly?
I gotta see this.
I'll do it at full speed.
Okay.
And then I'll stop, and then I'll explain what I'm doing, and then but it's really simple. But I'll do it at full speed first. I'm gonna talk to that camera. It's just 16th notes, so it's the same as going da 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 da. Just 16th notes on the hats, and then I just split them up. So I keep the exact same pattern going between the right foot and the left hand. So it's just boom pa boom pa. It's kind of disco 4 on the floor feel, and then I just split that up. So I go. Right, it's gonna be really difficult to explain note for note because I don't think like this.
Yeah,
but
I think what you explain is good. Straight 16th notes.
straight
split
16th
up.
note, yeah. I just split it up. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. So it's just like that. And then I do the exact same pattern and I just go over to the crashes.
With the snare on the 2x4.
With the snare, exactly. Keeping the same pattern going between the kick and the snare. But like I said, it's just 16th note. So it's just like, I'll play it really slowly so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So I'll play the same pattern between the ride and the hats, like the first part of the last chorus, and then I'll just go onto the 2 crashes and the ride and the hats. But I'll do it really slowly so you can see exactly what I'm doing with those 16th notes. So it's the same 16th note pattern, just split up. It's really simple.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you are on your website. You just launched some videos where you're teaching stuff from the series on YouTube.
Exactly.
Right?
So these kind of things I explain stroke for stroke, and I slow it way down.
Yeah.
And I take it piece by piece, so it's really easy to understand. I do that with many of the signature little things that I've got going on in the covers.
Yeah.
You ever hit yourself when you're doing that really fast?
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Miss crash hits and yeah.
Cool.
Sweet. Dude, we gotta do play along, man.
Are we running late?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do a play along. Because you got
Yeah.
another song. You got a punk song to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the
Awesome.
best song. This is.
Jared likes the song.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
a really difficult song. To which camera am I talking? That one.
Talk to the-
This is a really difficult song because it's like a straight up punk song, but from the get go we decided to I wanted to play something Travis Barker would have played because he's a big influence of mine. It was especially in the beginning, the biggest influence. So I wanted to write something that he might have written. So it's busy on the hats and it's got many different kind of stuff going on. But I like it, but it's difficult, so if I make mistakes, forgive me.
No.
But it's a
no
fun
mistakes.
song. It is a fun song. This is also on the product
Yeah.
Sweet.
as a play along, so you can, if you want to zone in on the hands and see what I do with the hands on the
Yeah.
product or the feet or
Yeah,
whatever. It's-
For that, you guys just remember, go to kobusmethod.com. Don't have to go now, but you can go after the show.
Yeah.
And just sign up, and then we'll be sending you. We have pictures we're launching soon, more videos from that product, and probably some free play alongs and stuff.
yeah,
It's pretty cool.
sweet.
Cool.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead and signal or signal. Well, I sound like a South African.
Oh, dude.
It's rubbing off on you.
Yeah, you sound like my blooper reel is gonna sound like. Did I just stuff a blooper reel? Seriously, did I just do that? Wow.
Signal Victor when you're ready.
Signal Victor, sweet Victor, spin that chisel.
Nice.
Yeah, man. We were saying in the first lesson we got the best seats here because you can feel the power of it. It's awesome. It's sweet.
Cool. I'm really glad you guys are wearing in-ears though.
Oh, so are we. So are we, Justin.
Okay, I want to do like 2 or 3 more questions, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the giveaways and give away the drum heads.
Yeah.
And other things like that. And this is a good question, I think, to kind of end it off, or not end it off, but one of the last
Close
ones.
to.
I don't know how to say the name. It starts with a K. Yeah, I'm not gonna try it. What is your dreams as a musician? At what point you'll think, okay, I'm fulfilled?
That's such a deep question.
Take your time.
That's difficult after like a friggin' heavy pop song. Well, punk song. I don't know. I guess when I get the chance to be creative, and that's my career, and that's what I support my family with.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like being creative and doing what I love. I know I'm such a hippie, man, but that's sincerely that'll be the epitome. I get to, I don't know whether it's just playing drums, I don't know, producing or possibly focused on music, but just being like creative and using that to support my family. That would be fulfillment.
Yeah, cool.
Awesome.
Chris Daly asks, when you first started posting your covers on YouTube, did you ever think you'd be as big as you are now?
Well, the fact that I chose a nickname like Deedlebag should kind of give you an indication of where my head was at. No, I had no idea. Not even close. I still can't believe it. So
Yeah, cool.
It's awesome.
yeah, it's crazy.
And Deedlebag, I think that's a sweet YouTube channel name.
Oh,
I'm surprised you got
Thank
it.
you.
I mean, I'm surprised no one else took it.
but the thing is,
Dang it, it's taken.
now everybody takes it everywhere. So I logged into like the iPad games thing the other day,
Yeah.
and I wanted Deedlebag to be my username. It's like, no, this username has already been taken.
So you tried Deedlebag 1? No, already
I
taken.
want
Deedlebag 2, taken. Deedlebag 3, taken.
But who chooses Deedlebag? That's mine. What the flip?
It's yours, yeah, exactly. Did you got Deedlebag.com?
I actually haven't.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going there and I'm getting it.
Actually, I haven't. I'm just kidding. I totally have it.
It's too late, I'm
Don't buy
getting
it.
Okay, we got to give away some stuff
Yeah.
because we got to sign these heads and have the name on them on there and take them off. Well, we won't take them off now. So how are we going to do this, Jared?
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys what. You do the trivia stuff, and if somebody wins, I'll just sign their name on the drum, and we can take it off afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're not going to take it off now.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to ask...
And
We're gonna ask five
just
questions.
before we start, yeah, we're gonna ask 5 questions, five prizes, and just so you guys know, we're gonna do our best to catch the first person who gets the answer to the question, but it is completely random.
Actually, don't even. Yeah, that never works.
Yeah.
It is totally random. So you can be the first person, but there are so many answers coming in that it's totally random. So
There's
even-
our disclaimer right there.
Yeah, even if you are first, then we really apologize. It's just too fast. We just they just take the first one that they see. So don't be mad at us. Please.
I won't choose anyone that I actually like know or that's like from around here.
Yeah.
Don't worry. So we'll be shipping this stuff out to you guys free of charge. It's not like we're gonna charge you for shipping or something.
I've only got
Just
3
send them to you.
questions. Do you have 2 questions?
Yeah, I can come with some.
I've only got 3, but I'll start with the first one here. How many subscribers do you currently have? So how many subscribers does Kobus currently have? Do we want...
Don't tell them their YouTube channel though. His main YouTube channel.
Okay,
But
his
don't tell
main-
them-
his
don't
main
tell them
YouTube
the
channel.
name.
No, come on.
What?
But they can just go look now.
First person.
Well, first person.
But then it needs to be the first person. Then it can't really be random.
Hey, it's all... Okay.
You need to scroll down.
Yeah, totally.
I think I got the first one. What's the
Make
answer?
sure.
It's this. Oh,
It's this. Keep it cryptic.
Well, it goes up so fast.
oh, it might have gone up. Did you find it?
This is the first person I saw right here. Brennan Beatus Maloney.
Brendan Beatus.
Brennan.
Brendan,
Beatus.
you win.
Brennan. Brennan.
Oh yeah, let me
Yeah,
just
let's spell for you. Congratulations,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
What?
is he getting the snare? Which head is he getting?
Where's Brennan?
it's
Why can't I see this? I just
So
keeps
if
going.
you guys don't know, the
it
answer
just
was
keeps going.
I'll just spell it for you.
96,416. That was when I checked. It could have gone up by now, so if it did, we apologize. But that's the
N-N-E-N. So
Brennan.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Okay. So,
Me?
oh, I'll ask the questions.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, like this, like this.
Brennen. Yeah, that's right.
I was stressing now because if I wrote it wrong, it would have not been cool.
Okay. What's the
next one?
Okay. Next question. Where was Kobus born?
Oh wow, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't know who's gonna know that. It's like the smallest little town in the middle of South Africa.
Oh, dude, I think.
Don't give any hints. Is he coming with?
It's not south. Well, yeah. I won't give you guys any hints. Dave, what is the answer? Just so I know. Dave has all the.
Just so I know.
My mic isn't working, so Victor, you got my batteries coming for me?
Talk really loud.
Talk very loud.
I'll talk. Just talk. Whatever Dave needs to say, he'll just say to me, and then I'll say, and I'll try and say it like Dave too.
He'll try to say it. Oh no, it's not done.
Come on, guys.
Come on, guys, it's not that hard. Here's a hint. It's on his biography on the same website you're watching this.
No, it is that hard. I'm actually
Is it?
not surprised at all that nobody knows.
All right, I'm on now, which is good.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, sweet. I haven't seen the right answer yet,
Everyone's
guys.
getting it.
Any luck?
Everyone's saying East London, Bloemfontein,
No.
Tacoma. Oh, Joe Beckwith says Carnarvon.
Yeah.
There it is.
Carnarvon.
So who is that, sorry?
How do you say it, dude? How do you say anything from South Africa except
Carnarvon.
Carnarvon?
Carnarvon.
Carnarvon.
See, people are all thinking you're from London and East.
No, Carnarvon. It's
Come
a
on,
really
guys.
incredibly small little town in the middle of South Africa. I don't know if it's in the middle, but it's like really small.
Yeah.
Who's the winner?
Oh.
Yeah, who's the winner?
Oh, Jared.
It goes so fast. There's so many people watching
As
that.
as soon as I said
You got to be quick.
Joe Beckwith.
Joe Beckwith. There it is.
J-O-E?
J-O-E.
Yeah, J-O-E.
I'm just writing the name. Joe.
J-O-E.
J-O-E.
Joe, you get the small Tom.
Okay,
Joe.
Yeah.
Next
Okay.
question,
Next
Dave.
question here. Kobus was on a TV show in South Africa. He's actually on 3 of them. And what is the name of any one of them? I'll take anyone. There's 3 shows that you were on. It's a South African TV show. If you can tell me any name of these, you win. Okay. There's the answers here, so help me look for these. Oh, no.
It's just dead air.
Dude, man, you gotta...
I know, I'm looking. Oh, hold on.
Oh.
There you go. There you go. Okay, I got Braden Stradley.
Braden Stradley?
B-R-A-D-E-N.
What did he say?
Which one did he say?
Gons.
Gons. Okay, that's how we're reading it. How would you say that?
This is so entertaining.
It's like Gons.
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 Gons means buzz in Afrikaans.
Okay.
So
That's Braden. B-R-A-D-E-N.
What's his surname?
Braden.
Yeah, what is his surname? Because I know a Braden from the family.
Braden Stradley.
No, I know another Braden. But anyways, so it's B-R-A-D-E-N.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Braden gets the floor tom. What do I want to write something. Oh, Gons.
Yeah, right.
Gons. Yeah.
Gons with the wind.
Oh, here we go. I got it.
Braden. Let me just make sure
Jared's
it's
got another-
B-R-A-D-E-N.
Yeah. Okay, so in addition to, because Kobus after high school, he went to university to study, and he originally studied mathematical sciences. What else did he study in addition to mathematical sciences?
Oh, what's the answer to this one so I can help look? Nice. Okay.
They're
So
going to
what-
get that one pretty quick, I think.
You think?
Yeah.
I think people are catching on that we're getting most of our questions from our
Jeff Harris says engineering.
biography.
Yeah.
Is that right? Well,
There you go.
It was there was more specific type of engineering, but I think we'll take
Oh, you
that.
want to go with that?
Well, I don't know.
Well, we said Jeff now, so we have to
Okay,
go.
yeah.
Okay,
with
Jeff Harris.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, dude, you get the snare drum.
And we got
Ooh.
one pair of sticks. we're gonna give away as well.
As well. Okay, sweet.
Okay, one more question, Dave.
So JEFF.
Yep.
Okay.
Should this one be an easy one?
No, make it a hard one.
What shoe sizes?
Name one person that Kobus recently did a collaboration with on his YouTube channel.
Oh, that's a good one. Great time for my computer to freeze. Right when you ask the question, there we go.
You got it. Who did he do a collaboration with?
I'm gonna get this one.
Chase Selker says Tyler Ward.
Yeah.
Chase,
There you go.
CHASE. And you guys, as far as your prizes go and claiming your prizes, we got your names. We know your Facebook channel.
Oh,
So-
yes.
So all you need to do is email support@railroadmedia.com.
Yes.
Give them the link to your Facebook channel. Say, this is me. You can look at it's here. Then we'll just check, make sure it's you. And then we'll get your address, and we'll ship you out the drum heads or sticks. And obviously it has your name on it. So
You said we will ship you out. Like the Canadian out.
You know what? It's funny because he mocks how I talk.
I don't mock. I'm entertained because it's
You know what?
Americans
We're
say
all
out.
entertained here too.
Americans say out. We're gonna send it out. You guys say we're gonna send it out.
Here's an interesting fact
Out.
about
It's-
Kobus, you guys, and this is something I didn't really know about you. But I don't think you like it if you say something. I don't think you like it when people will mock the way you talk.
I don't mind at all. Now you say, dude, I don't mind the way at all. Because you guys totally butcher my accent.
Okay, cool. Do you have anything you want to add?
No, thanks for watching. That's
you guys.
all I want to add. I really appreciate the fact, once again,
Yes.
that you gave us an hour of your life. That's pretty huge.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And you guys,
Appreciate it.
we're going to be continually releasing stuff. So on kobusmethod.com. And there's like Facebook there. You can get to the Facebook page, the Twitter, or the YouTube channel. And check out the video there. It's like a minute long, but it's some cool stuff.
Yeah.
It's a good,
going
gives you a
on?
good taste of
Yeah.
what's to come.
Go there, sign up. We'd love to talk more with you.
Do you realize you've had your arm around me the whole time? I've had a lot of people being like, why is
You're a
Jared
nice
having his
guy,
arm
dude.
around you?
Nothing wrong with
It's a
that.
love seeing
I
these
have a
guys.
wife. I'm not.
Yeah,
No.
well,
And a kid, dude.
and a
a kid.
kid.
Hey, and one more thing before we leave. I want to send a shout out to the crew and everyone out there.
Oh, likewise.
Yeah,
Yes.
you guys want to come in, show your faces?
I think
say
that's a
hello?
good idea.
Everyone.
Come on, Vic, Jamie.
Yeah.
Come on.
Who else is out there?
Nick, you
Nick,
must be
for
out
sure.
there.
Yeah.
And I would really appreciate it if everybody at home claps awkwardly alone
Yeah.
in front of their computers.
Everybody clap.
Everybody.
Because we just sit here and do nothing. These guys do everything. Bend down. You got to bend down. Steve,
Yeah.
hey.
Oh, Steve's here too. Nice.
Clap! What the fluff?
Yeah.
Why are you guys
Oh,
quiet?
there we go.
Nice.
Yeah, people are. These are the guys that do it.
What a joke.
Yeah, but I want to send a shout out to these guys. They make it happen behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When everything's going wrong, they're the guys fixing it. And yeah, without them, none of it would look like this. Or be
Everybody
way
in the
it is.
chat says thank you, guys.
Yeah, they are the shit.
Thank you, everyone.
And they're very good at what they do.
Yeah.
Except for my batteries ran out, Victor. So,
And he was, dude, he replaced them like that.
There you go.
Come on.
Exactly.
awesome.
Solid.
So thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
Thanks for
Get
watching.
out.
Yeah, they're gonna go shut the stream room. Okay, so we're gonna talk now for the next 30 seconds while James sets the stream up. No, you guys, thanks so much.
Yeah.
You know,
was
we're going to
fun.
be doing this lots more. Drumlessons.com. The live lesson is going to happen once a month, and so we're going to be obviously talking about this as we continually put.
But
stuff
this isn't
together.
your last one with me, though.
This is like literally. I don't know if I actually want to shut off the cameras
yeah.
because he's so excited. He's so excited to say when the camera stops. He's so excited to say the words. Dude, I'm not going to say it. This is it.
Because the thing is, I just want to quickly say, we worked for 2 weeks, which is a long time, and we did a lot of filming. And I've been wanting to say this for the longest time. So I'll say it,
And then shut off the stream.
and then show the stream.
All right.
Okay, but just build it up. Just take a breath.
No,
before you
I
say it.
didn't.
I don't
Yeah.
want it to end so fast. I just wanted to keep going.
You've been anticipating this moment for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've been
So-
anticipating this moment for 2 weeks, and we worked really hard.
Give yourself a drum roll or
And
something.
although it was unbelievably cool, I'm really proud of saying these words because it means we're on to the next step, which is the editing, and that much closer to releasing this friggin' piece of awesomeness. So that's a wrap!